host, Tiffany Toney, and welcome to the first edition of Video Hair Magazine. Video Hair Magazine is a show about African American beauty. Every week, our team will bring you information and entertainment as it happens. Hair, fashion, makeup tips, and our full-figured segments will surely keep you informed on what's happening. Now let's get started. Carnival is an event that occurs all over the world. Music and the costumes are one of the key elements in this festive occasion. Ever wonder about how the costumes are made? Well, Tiana caught up with a designer, and this is what she had to say.
I'm supposed to be at the DC Caribbean Carnival, but I don't see anybody. Wait, you hear that? I think I'm on the wrong street. The heat didn't stop the DC Caribbean Carnival. Thousands of people crowded the streets to celebrate their cultures. People were dancing and marching as they made their way down Georgia Avenue. People came from all around the world to witness this major cultural event.
This is my first year coming out here to DC for the carnival. I've been to Atlanta, so I wanted to see what it was like for the first time here. I'm from West Africa, so we always try to wear a lot of bright colors like I have on my red. It's all about just making sure you're just in level with bright colors and, things that are warm colors, not a lot of dark colors.
Not only were they colorful, these costumes were oversized and over the top. Let's go behind the scenes to the artists that make this all possible. Meet Michelle Murphy. She's a Trinidad native who creates more than 50 costumes each year. And according to Michelle, this is a tedious task.
They're all handmade. Nothing, most of those costumes you see, everything is handmade. It's not machine. You can't go into a factory and order it. So it takes months and thousands of dollars.
Majority of the money is spent on extravagant materials in hopes of getting results like this and exciting the crowd with creativity. Michelle is prepared to pay attention to detail.
As I say, it could take months. It could take up to a year according to, what it is. Because everything is individually made. You have to put on each bead by your, hand, and each feather is put on. Each piece is made. So it takes a long time.
But when everything is said and done, the results are breathtaking. We had a great time at the carnival today, and if you missed this one, DC is not the only place that has a Caribbean carnival. They'll have another big carnival in Las Vegas in October. Now it's hot, y'all. I gotta get up out of here. Reporting for Video Hair Magazine, I'm Tiana Cunningham.
Thanks, Tiana. Video Hair Magazine is not a star-studded show full of celebrities. We showcase untapped talent, and there's plenty of it. Ryan Marshall takes us to a hair salon in Indianapolis to check on what hairstyles are hot in the Midwest.
With the weather, a lot of women are wearing like the braids and stuff like that. That's where you can just tie them up so that you don't have to worry about it being on your hair, on your neck, or either wearing the shortcut haircuts and stuff like that.
I'm reporting for Video Hair Magazine from the crossroads of America right here in Indianapolis, Indiana. I'm Ryan H. Marshall, and we had a chance to talk to a lot of salons and some people about their hair and what they do with it right here in the Midwest.
Most of my clients are into weaves. Weaves is the thing now. Any style, updos, sew-ins, quick weaves, they all require weave, and that's what a lot of people are into.
Thanks to Tyra and Wendy Williams, they have opened the door to the weave. Now we don't have to grab the weave, run it back like it's a crime. You come in the back door and, you don't want anybody to see you. You have to have your special room, and everything like that. Now everybody sit right out in the open. They bring the hair. Matter of fact, they're showing their hair, 2 or 3 packs and stuff, Now it's everywhere.
There are many styles that African American women choose to wear. Most base their hairstyles on convenience, fashion, and management. But throughout the years, basic styles and variations of them continue to remain popular.
A lot of things I've noticed in the business, I've been in the business for about 15, 16 years, and everything that went out of style, it came right back in style. So I'm still doing my thing.
Women also take into consideration whether or not to go relaxed or to go natural. Relaxed hair is chemically straightened, while natural hair has no chemical straighteners applied to it.
They're now going into the softer hairstyles. We had the hard hairdos like the last 3 or 4 years, but now I notice they're going into the softer, more natural. A lot of people are going into the natural hair now. They're getting the press and curl, the dreads. They're trying to stay away from the chemicals, a lot of them nowadays.
But whatever styles they wear, it clearly shows that Indianapolis women have their own flair.
We had a really nice time talking to different beauticians and stylists, as well as people on the street here in the Circle City about what they normally do with their hair and how they take care of it. Reporting for Video Hair Magazine from Indianapolis, Indiana, I'm Ryan H. Marshall. Now back to you, Tiffany.
Thanks, Ryan. Don't go away. When we come back, Roché has makeup tips for you ladies. You're watching Video Hair Magazine.
Ready? Ready. Okay. Emore J. Couture has teamed up with Metro Teen AIDS and Us Helping Us organization to bring a rocking show to Washington, D.C. On September the 19th, we're raising the awareness of HIV and AIDS through couture high-end fashion. This is a night that you guys don't want to miss here at the Arc Theater, Washington, D.C. We're bringing designers from NYC, New York City Fashion Week, Miami, Los Angeles. This is going to be an awesome production. You guys have to stay tuned.
Hello, I'm Roché, the makeup artist for Video Hair Magazine. Over the next few weeks, we'll demonstrate many beauty tips that will help you enhance your personal style. Today, I'll demonstrate a smoky eye. First, I'll apply shadow base to the entire lid. This will help to hold the shadow in place, prevent creasing and fading, and also help the color to pop. You want this application to be thin and even so that there are no demarcation lines within your shadow. A very thin application is recommended. Next, I'll set it with a little translucent powder so that my shadow will glide easily. The first shade I'll apply will be a dark gray to the inner corner of the eye. This will be a slight twist to the typical smoky eye because it'll have a little bit of a brighter shade on the inside. So I'll blend the edges of this color so that the transition will be smooth when I add the next shade. The next color I'll add will be the black, which will contour the outside corner of her eye and give that smoky effect. Blending is of the essence with this because you want to make sure that all the colors gently blend into one another. The darker the color, the smokier the eye. As I apply this, I'm being sure to blend the edges so that there's always a smooth transition within all the colors that are applied. Lastly, I'll apply a base highlight color to the lid under the brow. This color will be non-frosted on purpose because the color that I have on the inside corner of the eye has a shine to it, so we don't want the entire eye to have a sheen. Always be sure to watch your blending. You can always go back with your color to be sure that you've applied enough shade to give that effect that you desire. So I'll go back with a little bit more of the gray because we want this to be very intense. Always making sure to blend along the way. I'll add a little bit more to the outside corner to give it a little bit more of a smoky effect. And now we'll move forward to liner. I'll have my model look all the way up to the ceiling. We're going to gently line the eye underneath the lash line. And for this particular look, we're going to go all the way over. But typically we'd only go halfway. But for the effect that we need, we want the entire line to be across the eye. Once we get that applied, we're going to go back and smudge it so that it doesn't really look like a line, but a smoky effect under the eye area. Again, the darker the line, the smokier the eye. Next, I'll apply liquid liner to the top. The liquid liner gives a more dramatic look, which is why I choose this type of liner for the top of the eye. I'm going to gently line this all the way across the top and end in a nice point with a little bit of an upward twist to the end. Be sure that your liner starts very gradually at the beginning of the lash so that it looks like a natural line. Lastly, I'll apply a lash to this eye because we want this to be a very dramatic look, and that will finish this eye. When you apply the lash, you want a very thin strip of glue right across the base of the lash. This is going to be applied as close to the base of the lashes as possible so that you have a natural flow. Open and look down for me. Look down towards your lap. You're going to press this in so that the glue sets onto the lid. And then lastly, once the glue is completely set, we'll go back over it just a tad with the black liner just to finish the eye. And when we come back, you'll see the finished look.